This is all based around the executive order President Trump signed last year at the start of his second term. It would deny kids of illegal immigrants the right to become a U.S. citizen. Last summer, though, a federal judge in New Hampshire said it violated the 14th Amendment. The Supreme Court wrapped oral arguments about a half hour ago at this stage, and President Trump was there in the courtroom about halfway through, taking off. It's the first time a sitting president has sat in to listen to Supreme Court arguments. The ACLU of New Hampshire is one of the groups that filed the original lawsuit. The decision focuses on the 14th Amendment and the way courts have interpreted it for more than a century now. President Trump claims it doesn't apply to immigrants in the country illegally. But inside the court, the government's attorney focused on the definition of the word domicile. He argues the word has changed over time depending on previous court decisions and how it applies to people born in the states. For the plaintiffs, though, the definition of domicile doesn't matter as much. They say even with exceptions to the amendment from history, people born here were still acknowledged as citizens.
This brief tells us how we've thought about enemy aliens in wartime. Even in World War II, when the United States was detaining Japanese nationals who were deemed enemy aliens of the United States, when those enemy aliens had babies in these detention camps, everyone agreed that those babies were U.S. citizens.
When you're looking at the constitutional phrase itself and you take it out of a freighted context, the natural interpretation is to say this reflects the objective meaning of the Constitution. And the objective meaning of the Constitution is its original public meaning in 1866.
That's a big one.
President Trump's orders aren't in effect while this case is in progress. The ACLU, by the way, says they'll speak to us after the hearing. It's all wrapped up. We're hoping to plan to share what they say a little later tonight with more details from what happened inside the Supreme Court. In the meantime, in studio, John Schoenheider, WMUR News 9.